What's going on, YouTube? Mike here. It's been a while since I did a video, so I thought I'd throw up another video here and talk a little bit about Migraine Aura or Ocular Migraine. I think they're sort of one and the same. I've heard the two different terms, but what it is, it's sort of a lightning flash that you get in your eye, and actually it's not really originating in your eye, it's actually coming from your brain. I've done a lot of research on it. It still is pretty perplexing to most everyone. I mean, even medical professionals, you know, if you go in with this symptom, they're going to say, oh yeah, well, you have an eye migraine, or you have an ocular migraine, or you have a migraine with aura. And some people actually get a real excruciating headache afterward. Fortunately, I'm not that person to get those excruciating headaches afterward. If you're watching this video and you do, I really sympathize for you because I know what you're going through. Well, I don't exactly know what you're going through, but man, I sympathize for you. I'm one that does not get an excruciating headache afterward. I do get sort of a duller headache, sort of in the back of my head. So, you know, it is very, you know, it sucks too, to be honest. But, you know, like I said, I'll just preface this video and say, you know, hey, I really sympathize with the pain that you're going through. But I wanted to talk a little bit about the aura itself. If you don't know, or if you do know, I'm going to go ahead and just draw this little, I mean, this isn't the best drawing here, and actually my pen's running out of ink, but it kind of starts something like this. You know, it's just like a little squiggly sort of line. Now, I've talked to people who have experienced them in sort of colors and stuff, and I've actually seen some green and red in them, but it's not really that pronounced. Mine are typically like, they're like clear, and it's almost sort of like, it's like a pulsating, like, I don't know if you can see my hands moving, but it's kind of a pulsating sort of zigzaggy, like C pattern. And it typically starts in the center of my vision as a very small little disturbance. And it's like that. It's sort of like that. Even maybe a little smaller. And to the point where if you're looking to read like something like a license plate, or you're looking on your computer and you're trying to look at text or something, it could just sort of like, just put a disturbance right at the spot where you're trying to focus on and trying to read like a word or whatnot. But what happens is after about 25 to 30 minutes, this thing is spread out bigger, and it's still the same zigzaggy pattern, but it's more like this. It's something like that, and it either moves left or it moves right. Now for me, I've experienced both, where it'll move left and move right. So it kind of freaks me out. Like, you know, I've dealt with this for many years. I want to say I've dealt with this for over 15 years, okay? And it goes away. I mean, it lasts, honestly, like clockwork for me, about 28 minutes. It's the weirdest thing. It's like, okay, I set the timer when it goes off. I'm like, oh. You know, but then once it expands out that far into your field of vision, it's all sort of in your peripheral, and you know, it looks sort of more like water coming down a side of a glass, like a shower glass, just like water, just kind of like waves, sort of like waves of water, and then eventually it moves out of your field of vision and you're back to normal vision. But what remains, for me at least, and for a lot of people I've talked to about this, the anxiety. And just, I think it's just the not knowing. When it first happened to me, I thought, oh my gosh, I'm having a stroke or something. There's something wrong with me. And there's this girl I worked with and said, you're having a migraine. I was like, migraine? My head's not hurting. You know, I was like, I don't know about that, you know. But, you know, I've asked the doctor about it, and, you know, they've said that, oh yeah, it's just, you know, a migraine, you know, don't worry about it. Didn't do anything for me. Like I said, I've experienced these things for many years, and I'm not dead yet, so that's, I know it's kind of a funny way to look at it. It's like, I'm still living, I'm still okay. These things are a nuisance, I hate them. They cause me more anxiety. I want to say the anxiety of the whole thing is just, shackles me. And I'm just typically like a very anxious person as it is. But honestly think that these things have stressed me out so bad that I almost feel like I'm like got post-traumatic stress or something over it. After it happens to me, I'll think about this for like weeks on end. I'll be like, oh God, when's the next one gonna come? Or if I'll get like a sun that flashes in my eyes, or a camera flash, right? And you know how like when you get a camera flash in your eye, it sort of like blinds you for a little bit. Well, that's sort of the experience I get when I get this eye migraine / aura / ocular migraine, whatever you want to call it. And it'll stress me out. That's why I hate camera flashes in my face, man. It sucks. But anyway, what I was thinking about is like I try to, people talk about triggers. What triggers your migraine? And I've, sort of making a diary on this and say, okay, what is it that I ate? Did I eat something that triggers it? There is some common denominators for me. And I'm thinking maybe I just need to go cold turkey on all of it and just see if it resolves it for even a longer period of time. But number one thing, not in any order, but one of the things I've noticed is spicy food, and typically like hot sauce packages, like you would get at Taco Bell or Del Taco, or any kind of spices. And I know those spices in those packages have chemicals and things in it, so it could be that. I had these couple burritos. I know I'm trying to eat more healthy, but today I kind of screwed up. I had these microwave bean and cheese burritos, right? And I had these I had these packets of old Taco Bell sauce and Del Taco sauce. I love spice, man. I'm not gonna lie, I love it. But it was about a half hour later, it kicked in. Also, what I had is I did drink some coffee this morning. It was organic coffee. I made it myself. But I came home for lunch and I had some extra in the pot. It was still hot, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna get me some coffee, man. I'm ready to roll. So I had some more coffee too. So 2 triggers that I'm thinking could be spicy foods or whatever preservatives are in those packaging, and caffeine. So I hate to say it, but I'm gonna have to cut out my spice and cut out my my caffeine, I think. Don't want to do it though. It's not gonna be easy. But for any of you guys out there who have experienced these eye migraine / migraine aura / ocular migraine, hey, put some stuff down in the comments. If there's any triggers that you know about, maybe that you've had, or that you know for sure, any suggestions on how to get rid of them. I'm just trying to compile a bunch of people with the same problems. How to deal with the anxiety of the whole thing, what you're doing to deal with the anxiety. Have you done anything that's reduced the frequency or reduced these things altogether? I'd really like to know, man, and maybe we can have it as this little central point of a knowledge base, So anyway, I really thank you for watching this video. I hope you'll like it. I hope you'll subscribe. And, I'm not going to always post videos like this, but I probably will make updates on things that I find out about. So definitely subscribe. I'll also talk about some other interesting things in my life, and I think you might be interested. Hopefully you will. Just a little channel here, and hopefully you can meet some nice people and with some common interests and things like that. So again, my name is Mike, and again, please hit that like button, smash that like button, as the big YouTubers will say, which I'm not one. But anyway, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this video. You guys have a great day.